Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is Mundane Chats. Today is actually the 7th of January, 2018. I made that mistake yesterday. Didn't catch it until later on. I don't even really know what day it is. My life is just one big kind of for the most part, because here's the thing. I work from home. I live in the forest, and I've got a 5-week-old baby girl. So my entire life is wrapped up to where I'm at right now, and so it's hard for me to really think about anything, which is good in the sense that I don't know what's going on, or I don't have any concept of like what's coming down the pipeline in the world. So it's like things I'm looking forward to, like movies or video games, are just kind of getting closer, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like we got a couple weeks until Monster Hunter World comes out. We got, I think, until 2 months or 2.5 months until Far Cry 5. You know, there's other cool games that are coming I can check out, but in the meantime, I'm not even going to be thinking about it until they're coming out. So I was going to go walk around today. I was going to go outside and kind of walk and talk, because walking and talking is fun. Unfortunately, it's pouring outside, and that and electronics don't work. They don't mix, unfortunately. So it's cold in my house. I'm trying to like not run the heaters in every room, but you can't really do that when you live in the north and you've got a 5-week-old baby. So there's that. But the other thing going on today that I kind of wanted to rant about for a hot second is the Golden Globes. The Golden Globes are going on right now. I've been following the coverage on Twitter, and it's getting like really crazy when it comes to the whole like, hey, let's handle sexual harassment, because that's what the theme for tonight is. Everyone wears black. Not everyone's wearing black. Some people are you know, choosing to not engage, which I think is fine, but they're probably going to be skewered by not only the left-leaning media that's going to be there, but also the people involved in Hollywood. They're like, why aren't you working in solidarity? Because that's what this is. This whole thing is just a numbers game to them. It's literally just a numbers game. It's like, how many people can we get to come on board and talk about this issue? Now, the issue involving sexual harassment in Hollywood clearly is a key issue that does need to be discussed. Absolutely, no question about that. The only problem with that is, though, is how they go about it. I've frequently advocated for due process. You know, if there's been an assault, if there's been an abuse, go to the authorities, file a police report. And some people are in the LAPD, or I think Beverly Hills PD is currently looking into possibly five cases to bring to the DA or something, or they brought 5 cases to the DA to potentially go after Harvey Weinstein. That is a good thing. But what we've got is Evan Rachel Wood, who stars in Westworld, going on Twitter today and saying, hey, so here's the thing. If you're going to the Golden Globes and you see a perceived harasser, right? Perceived harasser. Be sure to, you know, go over there and circle them. Get your friends. Go over there, you know, tap on the shoulder and circle them, essentially is what she's saying. Circle people who are perceived harassers. Now, I'm not sure how to feel about that. It's one of those things where I'm like, why? You know, like, what's that going to accomplish? You're just assigning blame. You're saying like these are people who are perceived. So they're not accused, they're just perceived. They're not being charged, they're just perceived. This is just someone's opinion. Like, oh, there's that Doug Jones actor. He's given me a lot of hugs on sets. I don't feel that all of them have been comfortable. I'm going to circle around Doug to let people know that Doug is a bad guy. I've worked with Doug Jones on a couple different projects. Doug Jones, who plays Saru on Star Trek Discovery right now, as well as the monster in The Shape of Water, and you know him from a ton of other projects, is literally like the nicest guy. The nicest guy in Hollywood, hands down. And if anyone ever accused him of anything, you'd have to have a real solid, you know, excuse to do so. And so as a result of that, like, you could sit there and make that accusation against anybody. And that's what I'm talking about, why you can't do that, why that's not a good idea. And that's where we are with this particular situation at this point in time. People are so freaking wrapped up in like trying to root people out that they are very much going to have collateral damage in the process. And the thing is, you can tell they don't care. They won't care until it comes for them. And that's just the truth of it. That's what really sucks about these issues, is you're not able as a person to, like, you know, kind of collectively deal with this in the way that's not going against group mentality. And if you don't get involved, if you don't choose to be part of this, then you're going to be left behind, because the cult is going to move on. And then if you go, wait, hold on, you know, this is not the best thing ever, you're going to find yourself in a world of shit. So that's kind of like where things are with that. And again, I'm just kind of like, sorry, I'm just holding my Joby Pod. I have my, you know, my ring light up to give a little bit extra light and stuff, because I can't go outside. it's just crappy, man. It's just crappy. I wish we lived in a better world. I wish we lived in a world where people could have these discussions and not turn it into what feels like a career-making political crusade, because that's what it feels like to me, right? Like, I have this odd feeling, like, because Kathleen Kennedy is running this whole thing, this commission, this committee, and I've talked about it before in the main channel, where I've looked at it as being very similar to like what could be perceived as McCarthyism. Like, have you, or, you know, like they would have a tribunal, a commission, and they would bring people in who have been accused, you know, and like sit there and go, have you ever, or are you, you know, are you or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party? But instead changing that to say, are you or have you ever been a sexual harasser, right? And then you're all like, no. I mean, like, I've flirted with a girl at a bar, but I didn't think it was that bad, you know. Well, she accused you, blah, 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 blah. You are hereby fined 3 demerits, you know, and sentenced to the fucking gulag or something like that. And that's what I feel is going to happen. And that's probably a really far out there thing, and it may or may not happen. The thing is, I love the industry, I love Hollywood, I want to make sure everyone can work and be safe and be happy, all that jazz. But we find ourselves in a situation where there are those actively attempting to, what I feel is, destroy careers based upon people they don't like, or perceived injustices without ever going through due process. Because right now we have a safety in numbers situation, and that safety in numbers situation is only going to hurt more than it is going to help. And I don't think I'm alone in thinking that. I don't think I'm alone at all in thinking that, and that's just kind of where we are, which is unfortunate. But that's my rant about the Golden Globes. It's you know, it's Hollywood elite doing the Hollywood elite stuff. I used to really want to be part of that when I was younger. You know, when I was living in LA, I wanted to be part of that. Now I don't. I don't think at this point I want to be really involved with like any particular group or organization anymore. I just don't. I like kind of lone wolfing it. I feel it gives me a better perspective. And I've seen groups just straight freaking get destroyed because there are people out there that just either want to take control or they look for any kind of weakness and they strike. And that's kind of where things are right now. I don't look at the situation as being one of unity and one of build, or one of growth and one of healing. I look at it as right now we are trying to make that the accusations, or we are trying to be a certain way because they think that this is the best course of action because somebody's telling them that. And I don't think that's right. I don't think you should ever compromise due process over personal feelings, which is unfortunate. But other than that, I'm going to hang out tonight, watch fucking Star Trek Discovery, go to the gym, try to lose some weight. I got to go to the gym tomorrow and like talk with a kind of a guidance counselor that my gym offers that up. You can like design your program. And so I want to like drop the weight. I gained probably like 10, 15 pounds off the baby weight stuff. It's unfortunate. That's kind of my goal going forward. I don't know if every one of these videos is going to be a rant and then an update on weight loss or whatever, but that's kind of where things are at. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of get this off my chest for today. That's kind of what I'm doing now. I'm trying this like cathartic, just kind of venting, seeing if it helps out. Because I will be honest with you guys, and I don't know if I talked about this much yesterday. I did in the stream, my stream last night. I'm currently trying to set up therapy. I'm trying to go see a therapist because you'd be amazed at the mental taxing, how taxing it is mentally and emotionally to do this 7 days a week. Is it can have an impact. And I also get impacted by seasonal affectiveness disorder. The rain and the clouds and shit really kind of mess me up. I've had some not good thoughts lately, and so I'm trying to get help. And so I'm trying to not only exercise myself mentally, I'm trying to exercise myself physically so I can get both my head and my gut under control. And that's kind of what I'll be doing is talking a lot about those as well as other issues I just don't cover in my videos. And so I appreciate you guys checking it out, and leave your comments below. I will talk to you all later. Peace.